Now here's the conclusion of the Vol victories. So right now, let me stop this for a minute. Let me pause it. Alright, so what's going on is that we're going to bring this back a bit because you missed some stuff. And we're going to play. Alright. So as you can see, I'm in this top area here in the north. And let me speed things up. This is a conclusion to this four-parter that I hope will never happen again. I hope I'm going to just do three-parters and eventually just one, you know, to make it a lot easier for my viewers, you know. So, let me see. Slow it down a bit again. Alright, because there's certain things I need to show you that would happen in order for this victory to be attained. So I'm speeding things back up again. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So, I paused the game, show you the Zerglings were taking out my command center here. You know, I had a plethora, a great amount of Vikings I put together. And in the corner here to the south, I had put together some nuclear silos, a ghost academy, 2 ghost academies. And I had put together a ghost, 2 ghosts, and I have them right here in this medvac. So I have a few surprises for them. Up here in the corner, I put a double planetary fortress to take on the large amount of Zerglings he's got. So let's get back to the show, shall we? Yeah, we already saw this part of it. Speed it up. Speed it up again. Now he's scared to go into my base in my main base because I've hurt him, and the tendency for many players is not to hit your home base when they've been hit so badly, and they're you know, if they've been hit, they'll have the tendency to go, wow, if he could do that to me offensively, can you imagine what he'll do to me defensively? So sometimes they won't even hit you at your main base. What they'll do is they'll go for the outer bases. So that's exactly what he's going to do right now. He's going to divide his army. Let's speed this up. Alright, here we go. Slow it down. He's going at my base here. And I've got him. Now, while he's doing that, I've got my main force here. And this is going to be funny. No, take that. And as you can see here, my planetary fortresses have maintained their defensive quota. I've dropped my ghost inside his area and dropped 2 nukes. See how this plays out? Kaboom. Now he sent his corruptors, and how are they going to fare against me on this? Well, I also have ravens, so I'm going to drop some of my point defense drones. So he's not able to get past my point defense drones. And it's a wrap for him here. His air force is now down the drain. And I'm not afraid of his Zerglings, so I'm going to take them on. This was a very intense game. You know, as you can see, I don't think he knows what to do. You know, I've got him. I'm taking out his air force. All he has left now is our ground forces mainly. So now the thing to do is to, you know, finish him off, as it were. Speed this up. Let's put together back an air unit. Do a little harassment against him. It's got a bit of air units in the air, but I don't think it's going to work too well with him in this. Remember, this is called the Vol Victories. To tell you the truth, I don't sometimes know how I pull some of these things off, you know. Sometimes I don't know, you know. Okay, let's speed this up. So everybody wants to know, how is this overwhelming force going to get beaten? You see he's gathering his armies again. Sped this up. He's got corruptors. He's got overseer. He's got an overlord. He's got zerglings. I mean, he's got 1, 2, 3 bases with minerals. And I said that's enough is enough. It's time to move in. And while he's doing that, I'm just feeling that I can go for the kill here. And I believe he sees me. Now it is too late. My mech units are ready. I've got ghosts on the air. I mean on the field to take out some of his ground forces. I must say this was a great game. Now with this, I now say to myself, it's just time to feed the war machine and just pump out units and send them to their deaths. You know, that's what commanders have to do. You know, you have to send your commander. You have to send your units to their death. Now, one of the great things I like about StarCraft is it's a modern day chess game. You know, this is nothing more than a modern day chess game. You know, you got your rooks, you got your pawns, you've got your bishops. You know, this is a great game. You know, open-ended, move around, love it. You know, so kudos to the folks at Blizzard for coming up with such a game. Hopefully one day I will, you know, do something similar along the lines, you know. Just as they've done in improving, you know, games such as Dune and Herzog Zeeby and staying along those lines of gameplay. So I'm just, at this point, I'm just finishing up everything. And he's got a massive amount of corruptors. He's got 44 corruptors. And you know what that means. If he has 44 corruptors, he's going to turn them into brew lords. But, you know, if you can't produce, you know, the gas, the necessary gas for those units, you can't build them. So I'm trying to stop that from happening right now. Nuke. This is just about over, folks. He's going to hurt Hydralisk, but I don't think that's going to be that's not going to help him very much. You know, I am just pumping out Marines and Marauders, and I'm pumping out Thors, and I've got them, you know, I've put some armor on them, extra armor, and I've teched them out. So, you know, I'm just looking to end this game right now. I'm trying to put troops almost everywhere at this point, but keep them focused. So, okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my Bio Ball and my Mech Ball, and I'm going to bring them to the base. I'm bringing them to the heart of their empire. I have thrown my stones at Goliath. My stone at Goliath, and he is fallen. He's toast. And as the professional told me, he says, the one thing we fear most, whether we're Protoss or whoever, is we fear the nuke. It's a battle here. He's in a desperate situation right now. And his game is almost over for him. I'm sending in the big ones now. I'm thinking to myself, saying to myself what he's probably saying to himself right now. I've got a massive army. How am I getting destroyed here? Well, you know, nobody is a master. You know, we're all human. So, you know, with being human, you know, there's fallacy in everything that you do. And, you know, one day you're the best, tomorrow you're taken. So there's no, you know, there's no master, there's no perfection, you know, in this. You know, it's what it is, you know. I've played games where I thought I was going to win, and I had massive amounts of troops, all to be cut down, you know, by somebody whose strategy was better. And this game, my strategy was better. You know, it's not ever about the size of your force. It's always about strategy. Always about strategy. So I'll never forget that. He had the whole board. Let's begin to say that again. This guy almost had the whole board. All I'm doing is mopping up now. And I have played opponents before who had an overwhelming amount of brute lords, and you know, this is not going to help him. Nonetheless, it's not going to help him. I wonder if he said GG. You know, gentlemen say GG. You know, I don't think he said GG in this game. Oh, there he is. He's a gentleman.